All right, we take another live look outside this morning with our sky cam. You can see those raindrops on the screen, and definitely going to need the defrost as this day goes on, Tim.
Yeah, it's kind of deceiving as we have mild temperatures and rain for the moment, but we will be dealing with some bigger concerns on the roads later on today. And that's because temperatures will be dropping. So after a rainy and mild start, we're going to dip below freezing by late morning into the midday. That'll take that rain and change it over to freezing rain, putting ice on the roads as well as some sleet. Roads will turn icy and likely pretty quickly around midday today, maybe late morning, especially north of Providence, and maybe a little bit after midday if you're south of Providence. Part of the problem here is that in this situation where it's been raining overnight and into this morning, road crews are not able to pre-treat those roadways because that treatment would just get washed away by the rain. So they have to wait until it transitions over to ice, and then they can start to treat the roadways. Right now, that transition is not quite here. Temperatures are still in the upper 40s and lower 50s, so that's why we're dealing with rain and relatively safer road conditions compared to what we'll see later today. But look off toward Worcester and Springfield, 34 degrees in both of those locations. So the colder air right on our doorstep, and it will drop quickly, that temperature, through the rest of the day once those winds shift from the south to the north. That'll pull in the colder air, that'll drop the temperatures, and that'll turn everything pretty icy pretty quickly, again, midday or so, give or take an hour or two, depending on where you are. Winds are gusting right now 20 plus miles per hour in a few spots. There's the rain that we're dealing with right now, but off toward northern and western Massachusetts, the pink shadings here indicating some freezing rain and some sleet. There's snow in northern New England up in ski country. We won't get much snow out of this. We should transition from rain to freezing rain to sleet as the day goes on. You can see that transition happening on Futurecast later on into the late morning hours toward midday as those temperatures drop toward that 32-degree mark. It'll happen first north of Providence and then eventually down toward the coast as the day goes on. We may end up with just a little bit of snow on the very back end of this system, but that's not the big story. The big story will be the icy conditions that develop on the roads and then cold temperatures heading into the weekend. Winter weather advisory in place for the freezing rain and the sleet that we'll be dealing with later today, and that stays in place through this evening. Temperatures will fall through the day. Right now, we're in the 40s and 50s. We drop all the way to the 20s as we go into the afternoon, and that'll change that rain over to ice and sleet. So again, very slippery conditions likely on the roadways later today. That transition happens from north to south. Icy and cold for tonight, overnight lows in the teens. We will start to dry things out. The sleet will come to an end during the evening. We'll start to clear out the skies overnight. And on your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, we're cold and blustery heading into your Saturday. Plenty of sunshine, but highs only in the 20s. Sunny and chilly for Sunday. Increasing clouds on Monday. Relatively quiet after today, I'll point out on that 7-day forecast. We do pick up a chance of showers with an offshore storm system on Tuesday, then sunny and milder heading into Wednesday and Thursday of next week.